Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to all a good night. I am King Pigley, not Saint Nick, and this is Gaming Imperfectly. We are back with Division 2. We're going to play a little Division 2 today while we discuss the most holidays of holiday movies. Die Hard. That's right, guys. It's not Christmas unless Professor Snape is being chucked out a window by John McClane. So let's just get into this movie review while we play. Before we do, guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new, I am King Pigley, and I hope you like what you see. But if you're coming back, you're awesome, and I love you guys. And thank you so much for continuing to come back and watch and all that good stuff. Guys, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Die Hard, you don't want it spoiled, I suggest that you're un-American and that you should go and jump off. No, I mean, I'm just kidding. If you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it for you, so you should probably click off the video. But in true classic fashion, we are going to, King Pigley is going to just spoil the hell out of this video, or out of this movie. Die Hard, a classic Hollywood shoot 'em up, of course, but also an absolute, positively, no doubt about it, holiday film. And so, let's just jump into this review, guys, okay? First, John McClane is played by the ever, I can't talk. I'm so excited to be here with you today, guys. John McClane is played by Bruce Willis, Bruce Willis is an amazing actor. He's not much of a really nice guy. In fact, I have met Bruce Willis in person, and he is kind of a jerk. However, it doesn't stop him from being a really good actor. And in this movie, he's young, he's in his prime, and John McClane is a absolutely fantastic character. He's a police officer. You see him in this movie starting out. He is going to meet his ex, or soon-to-be ex-wife, because they're getting a divorce and not having a very good time with one another. But she is in some sort of office setting, you know, in a business, and he goes to her business to see her for the holidays. And when he does, the building gets taken over by terrorists. And the leader of these terrorists are none other than the absolutely fantastic, although no longer with us, and it's a great tragedy that we lost him, Alan Rickman. Now, you guys know, of course, when I said Professor Snape, Alan Rickman plays Severus Snape in the Harry Potter films. How do these guys get behind me? What's up with that? I don't want to break free. I'm going to break on through to the other side. These guys done mess with the wrong hombre. That's, and the reason I say that this, oh my God. The reason I say that this is a Hollywood, God, I can't speak today. I'm falling apart, literally, as you guys are watching. The reason I say that this is a holiday movie is because it absolutely is. All right, big boy, you want to play? You want to go? Huh? You like that? There's plenty more where that came from. Yeah, King Pigley style. Here, take that. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. I don't want to die. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I was just kidding that whole time. That whole sense of fear, it wasn't real. I was pretending to be afraid, so you would lower your defenses and die. Horrible death. Anywho, sorry, lapse of sanity there. John McClane shows up, like I said, to this building. It's like the Takayama something or other, Takayama building or something crazy like that. Anyway, these guys are there to steal some stuff and to hijack and do what terrorists do around Christmas time. You know, I mean, what says holiday like, you know, killing people and terrorizing people? When the, you know, step by step, you know, John McClane, being the tough guy that he is, you know, he's not going to sit idly by and let these people take over this building, especially with his wife inside of it. So he does what John McClane does best. He gets to kicking ass. The unfortunate side effect, one of the things that actually added drama to this movie, they did a really good job of, because it makes you feel bad for him, is that he doesn't have any shoes on. See, he was getting changed in his wife's office or something like that. And, you know, while doing so, that's when the craziness starts to happen. And so he is without shoes. And boy, there is just a horrible scene where he has to run across broken glass, you know. And in this scene, you know, I mean, you're not going to feel it. And that's the absolute truth. You know, if your adrenaline's pumping and, you know, you're being shot at running on broken glass, you don't even notice it. You know, you're not even going to feel it. But bad news for John McClane. He feels it later as he's sitting around and he's picking glass out of his feet. That also leads to the dad that was in that show, Full House or whatever it was called. I can't remember the name of the show. About the guy and his family, African-American family that live in San Francisco, I think it is, and he's a police officer. Well, he plays a police officer in this too. And there's stuff going on at this building, and they send the police officers to investigate, and he's one of those people that come and investigate. And he ends up forming a pretty steadfast friendship over the walkie-talkie with John McClane. He kind of talks him through it. It's like, hey, man, we're under attack here. The reason he knows he's not kidding is, of course, a body gets thrown out the window and lands on his car. So then you just kind of have to believe that something terrible is going on. I cannot find these bad guys. I'm just going to have to go down here and kill them. There's a lot to this movie. There's some great scenes when, he's John McClane. Bruce Willis is crawling around this air duct, and he's like, oh, yeah, come to the Christmas party. Oh, you have a good time. Needless to say, these guys are there looking to, money and this, that, and the other. They have their plans and whatnot. But, of course, John McClane, thwarts their plans. This is not a good time for them. And he really kicks their asses over and over again. Although at one point in time, he catches Alan Rickman's character and he puts on one of the best American accents I've ever heard a British guy actually put out. Now, granted, you got to understand, Alan Rickman is such a great actor that he is British, and he's actually playing a guy named Hans Gruber, so he's putting on a German accent. So what's funny is about this movie is that Alan Rickman is putting on Alan Rickman is putting on, a British guy is putting on a German accent who then pretends to be an American. So at one point in time, John McClane actually catches Alan Rickman. And so he pretends to be an American and pretends to be one of the businessmen in the building. He's like, oh, God, please don't kill me. Don't hurt me. And he actually fools John McClane. Well, at least for a little bit he does. But then John kind of catches on to him. And at one point in time, he hands him a gun, but he didn't have any bullets in it. Now, he knows this, but Hans Gruber, of course, does not. And but anyway, so John McClane, like I said, he and Hans square off, but Hans ends up getting away from him. He eventually finds out that John McClane's wife is indeed in the building and tries to use her against John to get him to kind of surrender this, that, and the other. Little does Hans Gruber know that John McClane has a 9mm strapped to his back with tape. And he pulls it off, he shoots him, and he falls out the window to his death, and, that's basically the end of the movie. At the end, John comes downstairs, he's all beat up, and he gets to meet Powell, who is the black cop that's been talking to him on the radio the entire time. Christmas wouldn't be the same. If I didn't watch Die Hard at least once during the holidays, it just isn't Christmas, as far as I'm concerned. And it's such a wonderful film, and it's certainly a part of America and our Christmas holidays. I will say so. Not everybody. This film isn't for everybody. Not everybody's going to agree with King Pigley that this is a holiday movie. Of course not. If you haven't seen Die Hard, starring Bruce Willis and Alan Rickman, you're doing yourself a great disservice. So I highly recommend that here at this holiday season, ask Santa Claus for it. Maybe he'll bring it to you. And on Christmas Day, you can open up your present and see that it's Die Hard, and be like, oh, thank you, Santa, and then sit down and enjoy the holiday season that is death and destruction caused by the hard-nosed yet lovable cop that is Bruce Willis, John McClane. And tell me what you think about it. Leave that in the comment section. If you've seen it, do you think that Die Hard is a holiday film? I'd love to know what you guys' opinion of it is. If you watch it every year like I do, or is it something that you just think is absolutely stupid and, think King Pigley's crazy for calling a holiday film? I would love to hear your opinion on it. That guy's doing death yoga on the ladder there. Fantastic. And what you guys think about it. So please, leave a comment in the comment section. Speaking of which, guys, I will be reading comments at the end of this video. I always forget to say that. I always forget to say something. Either I forget to say spoiler alert, or I forget to say stick around for the comments. I always forget something, but King Piggly's brain is kind of scattered and a little bit fried after years and years of abuse. Yeah. It's true. You know, I think I've probably put a hurting on the old noggin over the years, guys. Of course, it didn't help, you know, being dropped on your head repeatedly as a small child. That's not true. That never happened. My parents didn't care enough to pick me up, much less drop me. Yeah! Happy holidays! Okay, we've done him in. Man, our crap is full. What? I just went and sold stuff. I thought I did. Well, it doesn't matter. There we go, guys. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to read some comments real quick. Let's go ahead and read some comments, and then we will be done. Wrap it up. So, oh, before we go, let's go ahead and rate Die Hard. If you haven't seen Die Hard, I highly recommend it. It's an action-packed holiday adrenaline-filled ride that I think everybody should watch. But certainly, let's go ahead, let's rate it. I would rate Die Hard a solid 4 crowns. Just because it's fun and it's endearing. It's a holiday classic in my eyes, but even if you watch it in September, you're going to have fun watching it. I mean, it's just a great action film. It's Bruce Willis at his finest, in my personal opinion. He's done a lot of movies, but this is really great stuff. And hence why there's like 80 sequels to it, you know, like Die Hard 47, The Hardening, all that crap. You know, I mean, you don't make that many sequels to a film unless the film itself is good and iconic, and it most certainly is. And I highly recommend it. So I will give Die Hard 4 crowns. Now, let's read some comments. The first comment comes from Donkey Trap 589. Donkey Trap 589 says, "Looks like a good game. Great explanation. Liked." Well, thank you, Donkey Trap 589. I really appreciate you watching, and I appreciate you taking the time to leave the comment. And thank you so much for hitting that like button, man. I really appreciate that. And the next comment comes from Vendetta Gaming Plus More. Vendetta Gaming Plus More says, "Super cool gameplay, like 32. Well, thank you, Vendetta Gameplay Plus More. I really appreciate you watching. Again, thank you for hitting that like button. It lets me know, guys, when you hit that like button, that you're enjoying the content. And that is the most important thing to me. Also, if you haven't done it yet, go ahead and hit that like button. Why not? While we're talking about it, let's just keep talking about it. Go ahead and smash in that like button for me, guys. Do like John McClane and just punch it as hard as you can. Don't do that. You'll break your computer. How about just using your mouse and clicking on it? That would really work. Or if you're on your phone, just go ahead and hit that like button for King Piggly, because it really does help the channel out with YouTube, because it lets them know you're enjoying the content, and it certainly helps me out, most importantly, to let me know that you're enjoying the content. So please, hit that like button. Where are they running off to? I don't like it when they start running around. They're all like, up, 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 up. Yeah, see, there's freaking grenades being thrown. I need to take cover or something before I get killed. There. Also, if you haven't done it yet, guys, go ahead and click that bell. Get the notifications. If you're new to the channel, maybe consider subscribing. Stick around if you've been here this long. Keep coming back. Join King Piggly's court and keep hanging out with King Piggly, the most imperfect host here on Gaming Imperfectly, the most imperfect gaming channel / movie review channel known to YouTube or any other tubes. Guys, it'll be a great Christmas present for me, hitting that jolly candy-like subscribe button, but coming back, I really could use it, because we are on the road to 1,000, guys, and I can't get there without you. I can't do anything without you, which leads me to the very end, guys. Inclusion, not exclusion, is the key. Keep coming back. Together we can do anything, and I really appreciate you guys that do come back time and time again. But that's it for King Piggly today, guys. I know you guys have better things to do to listen to me run my trap, but that's it. I'm out of here, and I will see you guys in the next video.